Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make a plaster of Paris cast of a skull. You can see a few back there. And then how to decorate it for your Halloween needs. First we have a silicone mold that has a relief of the skull in there. Of course it has the lid. This is something we built in a different effort. And we're not going to show you how to build that today, but we're going to show you how to build the actual plaster skull. Here's the bucket we use to stain the skull, some of the stain and gloves that we use. I also have some petroleum jelly to make sure that the mold releases when we're done. We have water, and then probably the most important part is the Easy Sand 5 that we use. This is a compound that we found at Home Depot. I think it's like $9 a bag. But the cool thing about this product is that it very quickly sets, and so you don't have to wait forever for the thing to set. Each one of these skulls set within probably maybe 10 minutes. And so once they're set, you can take it out of the mold and you can get on to the next one, so you can just pump out a ton of them. So here we're dumping in the pre-measured amount of Quickset. We get it all in the water. Once we get it all in there, then we take our drill and the drill we have over here, not that one, but that drill we have a little stir on it, so we get in there and we stir the mixture. We just keep stirring it until it's nice and consistent. You can see it kind of all going together there. The thing about the Quickset, the Easy Sand 5, is it sets so quickly that you really have to hurry, because if you don't, it's going to set in the bucket for you and it just does not work as well. So you hurry and get it all organized like that. You want to get to a nice smooth consistency. It's getting there. Once you have it all ready to go, you dump it in the mold. It's real simple. We put 2 holes in the mold. One is a vent and one is the actual hole. So we dump the materials in there. It's kind of all soupy and nasty like that, but that's okay. And you dump it all in. There you go. So now once you've waited the 30 minutes, pull off the lid there, Sam. Pull it out there. You simply have to take it out of the mold. Okay. And then you want to let that thing dry for at least 24 hours. All these other ones are dried, and so we can decorate them. But you want to let them dry for 24 hours because you're dealing with a ton of water in this model. And if there's too much water in there, then the stain will not penetrate as well. So it's good to wait a little bit of time. So we'll decorate these ones in the back here. Okay, so we're going to decorate these skulls so they look a little more authentic. And what we're using is some stain. Here's our buckets for stain. We've chosen this Minwax wood finish. We have a nice dark one there and a cherry. Give a little bit of a red tint. So Sam's going to dump that into our bucket. So we're going to dump all that in there. And we put a couple rags already in the deal, so they're a little easier to deal with. So Sam's got all that dumped in there. It's ready to go. And this is a real simple process. There's not a lot of science to it. You just grab a skull and you dip it in. Use the rag to kind of get as much in there as you possibly can. And then we have some rags ready to receive those skulls. And once he's done, you put them on the rag like this, and you wipe them off. And it's good to wipe off as quickly and wipe off as much as you can, because you want a lot of contrast. Contrast looks better than non-contrast. And let's take a look at it, Sam. Okay, and there's your skelly. It's got a lot of cool contrast to it. It's kind of spooky. We also use some dark spray paint for the eyes, depending on how, how much the eyes come through. But that's looking really good. And so then you just go stain the rest of those. You let them dry for about a day, and then they're ready to go for your Halloween party. And that's